Welcome to In the Geek Room. I'm Stevie, and this is the movies I've watched in 2021 series, and this is the penultimate one for the year and the penultimate one in the series. After 2 years, I'm going to call it and going to focus on other things on In the Geek Room. And besides, not many people are watching these ones, but this is if you're new to this one and you're just starting watching it. This is a little thing I do. It's the movies I've watched. It'll hopefully maybe give you some inspiration on some films to watch. We are now in November, and I start November with my 165th film of the year, which was The Eternals. You know, not the best Marvel film, actually. Of all the comic book movies I've seen recently, this is one of the weak ones. If it had been it needed it to be either cut it down a little bit or turn it into 2 or 3 films. If it worked, it would have worked better actually for the story if they'd given it time for the characters to develop, which is over 2 hours long if I'm right, but it just lacked in character development, which really let it down. So far when it comes to comic book movies this year, my favorite has been Shang-Chi, and Eternals. As enjoyable as it is, there's no such thing as a really truly bad MCU movie, but it is one of the weaker ones, which I really hate to say. Then I followed it up with Ghostbusters Answer the Call, the extended cut. I watched the theatrical earlier this year, but we decided to go and watch the extended cut, which I know a lot of people don't like Answer the Call, but I think it's a really enjoyable film. With Afterlife out now, it's a lot of people were blasting it before they even saw it. So Answer the Call, Ghostbusters, I really enjoyed it, and so does my fiance, and I speak to quite a few people that actually do enjoy it. So Answer the Call is actually a really enjoyable movie. Then we're going back to the original Ghostbusters. Okay, we watched it once. I'm classifying it because we watched it with the audio commentary. Love it. Watch it on hooked up a projector. Watch it on a big screen. Ghostbusters at 1984 classic. I am going somewhere with this month. It's a lot of Ghostbusters. Then we followed it up with 1989's Ghostbusters 2. A film that I loved when I saw it as a kid. Then I kind of felt it was a weak, certain things I didn't like about it. Then earlier this year, we watched it and hooked up the big screen. Ghostbusters 2 actually does work better when if you give it the whole big screen experience, get the biggest TV or get a projector and watch it, like in a cinema style environment. And Ghostbusters 2 actually is enjoyable. I've reassessed it in the last year, and I really do quite enjoy Ghostbusters 2 for its faults as well. So then I followed out with a trip to the cinema for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Wow, just wow. I did a straight out cinema review. I'm going to put a link to it in here at the bottom of the video. Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm not going to go into spoiler territory with this, but stay to the end of the credits, post credits, end credits. A film with the biggest heart I've seen in years. It's just thoroughly enjoyable movie. Unless something changes, it's my film of the year of all the new films I've seen. That's Ghostbusters Afterlife. Absolutely superb. Spot on casting, spot on direction. The effects are fantastic. I love these practical and physical. I could go on for ages about it. I mean, this Ghostbusters Afterlife, absolutely superb. And a cinema experience. Must see at the cinema. But probably by the time if you're watching this, it'll be out on Blu-ray, digital, or however the films you consume films these days. But if you have the opportunity, go see it in the cinema. Okay, I'm classified. Then we watched The Greatest Showman. I fell asleep the first time I watched it, but my fiance wanted to watch it. Still enjoyable nonsense, just not brilliant. I know I'm in the minority on this, and I do like Hugh Jackman, and I think Zac Efron is a major talent. Same with Zendaya, and seeing Rebecca Ferguson, who I recently watched in June, in it. I enjoyable, but not brilliant. Not. I wouldn't rank it in my top 5 musicals at all. But I know why I can see why a lot of people like it. It's very mainstream, very accessible. But sorry, Greatest Showman is not for me. Then I followed up with another little trip to the cinema to go and see Ghostbusters Afterlife on the 4DX screen. All singing, all dancing, smoke, shaking chairs, lights. It's the shaking chairs. There's a sequence in Ecto 1, and that's just wow. It's the one on the trailer. It's the scene where the where in Wolfhart Trevor's going through the field, and that was just spot on. That was spot on 4DX screen. So thank you, Cineworld, for giving us the offer to see for offering us that kind of experience, which is absolutely fantastic. 4DX, superb Ghostbusters Afterlife. Then we went to a bit of an old school one, Caddyshack. Haven't seen it in a few years, but Caddyshack, Bill Murray, directed by Harold Ramis. Really funny. The Gopher. Sorry, just if you haven't seen Caddyshack, go check it out. 1980. Love it. Just love it. Keeping with the whole, got a bit of a Ghostbusters theme going on here. Then we watched The Blues Brothers. Again, hooked up the projector, watched it on the big screen. I mean, I love Blues Brothers. I loved it since I was a kid. But just seeing it on a big screen, turning up the music, spot on. If you've not seen The Blues Brothers, watch The Blues Brothers. Absolutely fantastic film. But just to give it the whole cinema experience, because I was too young for it when it came out, but to actually see it in that kind of, give it the whole big screen, block everything out in the dark, just let the music and story, absolutely superb. Nice small role with Carrie Fisher, but Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, the rest of the Blues Brothers band, the cast is superb, the music is superb. It is a absolutely fantastic movie. I have such a soft spot for the Blues Brothers. I really can't classify it as like a different film because I watched it again. I went and saw Ghostbusters Afterlife a third time just in a regular cinema because I wanted to see it a third time before it finishes its cinema run. And so I started the 100 the November 165th movie and ended it on 172nd. Bit of a small month after October, but that's what I've watched this month. It really very Ghostbusters themed, to be honest, and a couple of one superhero movie. And so that's what I've watched in November. Coming at the end of this month, or the early January, will be the December, the last one in the series. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. Check out some of the other ones. Hope I've inspired you all over just being Ghostbusters this month. I'm Stevie. This is In the Geek Room, movies I've watched in November. See you soon.